have organizations across the country. And we are also installing some equipment that will also monitor day-to-day running of our station. Because we don't want to rely on just recording. At any given time, want to play back. So there is also some this between us and the clients will be able to give them players recorded. Okay. So this is the second control room. Yes, just like I told you, the equipment are all set for the set. So, Chairman, this is the new.
We are evaluating constantly, and the programs are taking as competition. So we have assistance from Samsung.
And up there is the TVU monitors. Can you also explain?
Yeah, the TVU inputs are transmitted during news or for breaking news.
And then we are relying on hardware and also cloud solution. So the hardware will serve as backup, and then the cloud will serve as the main stream server. And then also what we intend doing is to provide solution to record the compliance recording, to record 24-hour. And then each channel will be allocated 3 months of recording. So after the 3 months, and then it will roll over. So that's the solution we are providing. And it's a very stable solution. Already we are provided, we've sent some of their fleets to also to multi-choice to test it. And it's very reliable.
Actually not done the test work here.
No.
We are in the installation phase. So Monday we are receiving the first batch of the 20-year on Monday. So the servers have already been installed here. We assembled them here. We installed them here. And then what we do, we have a server room also here. Yes, we have a server room here.
This used to be the entrance before we finally opened this front part. Yes, and I do see this car park there because of the cost of energy. We begin to buy solar system. Yes, to install. So here we can use a lot of background. You know, we can use this side, and yeah. So we have variety. And when we also do some get together for staff, we also gather here to do it. Yes, sir. Yes, please.
My name is Architect Dr. Austin Asema Jalo. I represent West Federal Constituency of Benin State.
The DG and our host, Amiri Ribad Clark and other members. My name stands as Femi Bamishle. I represent the very good people of Enugu, born in Ekiti East and from that city of understanding Ekiti State.
Management team. I remain Fatoba Olushon, reporting fellow the Federal Constituency. I'm from Ekiti State. I believe of Mr. Speaker, I am the chairman Committee on Information, National Orientation, Ethics and Values. Here with me is the clerk of the committee, Mr. Jacob, and that is the assistant, and we have Alhaji Moro, who is the consultant, serve as consultant to the committee. Some of our members would have been here, but some of them are still going to join us in the course of these interactions. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome, sir. members of this honorable committee, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let me on behalf of the management and staff of the authority most sincerely welcome you to the premises of the Nigerian Television Authority. And we are highly delighted to have you around. And the Nigerian Television Authority is delighted to receive this committee on this legislative function to the authority. This is the first visit by the Honorable Committee to NTA to see things and familiarize themselves with the authority. Necessary documents in respect of the visit have been made available to the Honorable Committee. However, the summary of the year 2023-2024 performance as at first quarter is presented as follows. We have personnel, we have overhead, capital, and of course the total. We have personnel appropriation is 10,383,032,870. Total release so far is 3,049,995,194.19 kobo. We utilize it fully. And for overhead, we have appropriation of 379,393,193 naira. Total release to date is 126,393,193 naira. Total utilized is 86,159,397 naira. And the unutilized from the release is 40,305,337,068 naira. That is 33% of the total appropriation. For capital, we have 894,242,813 naira, and no release so far. So the total appropriation is 11,656,876 naira. Total release. Thank you, sir. Total release is 3,176,378,887 naira 19 kobo. Total utilized 3,136,144,591 naira 19 kobo. Total unutilized 40,305,337 naira 68 kobo, standing at 27%. 2024 internally generated revenue budget performance as at first quarter 2024, revenue approved 4,27,617,737 naira. Actual 402,199,619, which constitutes 9.9%. Expenditure approved 3,086,804,127 naira. Actual 378,046,883 naira 35 kobo. That is 12.2%. CRF 930,813,610. Actual 22,681,169 naira, 2.4%. The total is 4,017,617 naira, 737 naira. And actual is 400,728,052 naira, representing 9.9. Total surplus from the approved is 10 million naira. and actual is 1,471,568 naira, representing 15%. Now for 2023 federal budget performance, personnel, 9,439,833,312 naira. Total release, 100%. Total utilized, 100%. For overhead, appropriation was 303 million naira, 523,798,000. Total release 177,055,548 naira 81 kobo. Utilized 177,050,897 naira 61 kobo. That is 99%. Capital 457,830,142 naira. Release 100%, and we utilized 456,908,498,071 kobo. That is 99.9%. Total for the appropriation 2023 is 10,380,654,474,004 kobo. Released 10,074,719,002 naira 0.81 kobo. Utilized 10,018,822,761 naira 89 kobo. That is 99%. It is to be noted that the payment of salaries is handled by the Office of the Accountant General of the Federation, that is through the IPPIS. 2023 IGR budget performance as at October 2023, revenue budget is 3,910,308 naira, 308,483 naira. Actual 2,803,256,803 naira. That is 72% performance. Expenditure is 3,901,308,478 naira. Actual 2,794,531,878 naira, standing at 72%. Surplus 9 million naira. Budget actual 8,724,920. That is 93%. During the year 2023, we were able to move some of our operations from the former premises to the permanent site with little resources available, just like I have highlighted during our tour of some of our facilities. The challenges that we have been confronted, Honorable Chairman and Honorable Members, are basically paucity of funds. You will agree with me that NTA is scattered across the country. As it is, we have more than 100 stations, operational stations. And we've also embattled or bedeviled with obsolete equipment and the changes in technology. Another problem is provision of free services. As you all are aware, that it is a public medium, so the chunk of our coverages are free of charge, especially when it has to do with government. But let me also add that while it is true, government might not pay, but we are made to understand that a lot of these MDS have budget for publicity. But unfortunately, they don't want to pay. And if we drag too much, it will sound as if we are trying to sabotage the government. So we'll be left with no alternative but to cover free of charge. So this is the situation as it is today. Furthermore, we also have highly competitive business environments. From the proliferation of the broadcast sector, a lot of stations have come on board, and the little resources that are out there, especially through advertising, is shared. Hitherto, we used to have monopoly, but today it is no longer there. And again, the budget of advertising, as we're all aware, is dwindling year in, year out. And the number of players are in the increase. So it makes it very, very cumbersome at least for a public medium like ours to survive. But however, we have been able to manage to this level, and we will continue to forge ahead. We also have issues of challenge of digitization of our broadcast facilities. Of course, efforts have been made over the time, and we are still efforts are ongoing. Just like you have observed this afternoon, all our equipment in the headquarters are fully digitized. We have also digitized some of, if not all, of our zonal centers, and gradually we are also trying to see we do the same in other states of the Federation. But beside the state capitals, we also have community stations around, and you will agree with me that I think most of you also know that we have them, but for them to operate becomes very, very difficult. And this is one of the challenges too that we're facing. Then, of course, the completion of the headquarters, we thank God that we are almost through, but there is still a little need to be done, especially on the issue of the solar system and some other areas of interest. Then maintenance of community stations. Management commit a lot of resources from the center for maintaining these stations, which are not commercially valuable, and they cannot even break even. In fact, from the onset, the essence of establishing community centers were not to make money, but in order to fulfill the constitutional right of Nigerians of privilege of having information. Information is a constitutional right to every Nigerian. So, and the best way to do it to make sure that we go all through nook and crannies of this country, and we also broadcast in the local dialects so that information will go down to the grassroots. So I would like to pray that the honorable members, Mr. Chairman, sir, I think going forward, especially in the next budget, we would like us to be considered in view of these numerous challenges that we are facing. So once again, I would like to welcome you most sincerely to the premises of to the NTA, and we wish us all a happy deliberation and safe journey back to your destinations. Thank you, and God bless you also.
Thank you, DG. Mr. Chairman.
The budget explanation for 2023 and 2024. You have such a very, 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 very great environment here, quite habitable, and I'm almost certain that that would have aided the production of your voice to Nigerians, whichever way you look at it. And I want to congratulate you with what you said to us downstairs, that this place has been non-habitable for over 30 years. And at your time, you've been able to put this place together to the level that it has found itself. We want to equally, on behalf of the chairman, congratulate you. Submission, and I'm a bit rattled and uncomfortable with it. The part that you said, obviously, the emerging world, the social media world and all that, it's not going to be easy for the contemporary stations to have a field day the way you used to have in the past years. But I'm surprised when you say government does not pay. If we're going to get Nigeria to where we want it to be, you're a baby of government. and the government has given back to you. Without a doubt, you do your own, you get your revenue yourself. But I'm almost certain with all the radio stations in 36 states, the revenue might not sustain the radio or the TV station. And if government doesn't pay for their programs, I really don't understand how we would survive in this very competing world that we are now. Most especially, you talked about the MDAs. I'm equally surprised. This is the National Assembly seated in front of you, saddled with the responsibility of passing the budget. And I make it crystal clear to you that there is no MDA in this country that does not have a provision for advertisement, for all these things within their budget. So I'm surprised if you tell me that MDAs too don't pay and you do these things free, which means you've been taking the burden of Nigeria on your head. And there's no way. I'm even surprised at the level that you have worked with the meager resources that you get. So it goes to show that you have a very great hand working here, but we're here to help make the best out of the NTA as we speak. And finally, I would want to continue to encourage you. I've not had the opportunity of coming to this station at all. We just see you on TV. And I've been to channels, televisions. They don't even have the size of what you have here. I've been to AIT, equally don't have the size of what you have here. I've been to the one at the TV, Arise TV. They're in a cubicle, so to say, at Hilton Hotel. And I imagine these people are broadcasting and they don't have the kind of network that you are. So I sincerely want to appeal to you and appeal to my chairman to use his very good office to help the NTA station, to get all the funds that are available for you that will make NTA the best of what it should be in the context Nigeria and in suburb nations around Africa. Thank you, Mr. Chairman, for the opportunity and the DJ.
Our directors, I want to just add my voice to what my colleague has said. Now, first of all, I'm very much impressed with the environment. I'm highly impressed that with the very little resources you have, you'll be able to keep the place very neat and moving. It's quite encouraging. Not many government offices you go, you have this environment. As an architect, I'm very particular about what I say. I've not seen any special location you have gotten, but with what you have here, I think fairly, if you get the chairman, if concerted efforts are made and the budget for next year is improved, I believe they will do much more. So I think it's in that direction that I will encourage the chairman and honorable colleagues so that we can see what can be done to see how we can make NTA better than any other television station in Nigeria. Thank you.
Chairman, respected. I'm very sorry for coming late. My name is Salisu Yusuf Majigiri. I represent Mashidusi Federal Constituency. Mr. Chairman, DG and his team, I'm from Katsina State. My neighbor is here. So DG, as my colleague said, nobody will come here, see the environment and listen to you without appreciating you and commending you for a good work well done. You must be commended. And the central issue is to request for the National Assembly, in particular the chairman of this very important committee, to try hard and see the way he can improve your allocation for the development of this sector and the country in general. I want to observe a little thing in this submission, even though I came late. But when you look at the 2023 budget performance, overhead, the capital, and the personnel, under the overhead, you have an appropriation of 300 103 million plus. You have a release of 177 million plus, and you utilize 177, but the percentage of the performance is 99%. You have not gotten up to 60%, but the performance is 99%. I don't know, maybe this is my observation, but I don't think if you can achieve 99% with less than 60% release, unless maybe something is wrong somewhere. Okay, what is released? Okay, so that's why I say it's an observation. So I wish you all the best. Thank you, Chairman.
DG, let me join my colleagues to appreciate you for the job well done. And with what we are seeing, with the kind of improvement we notice that is ongoing within this industry. Though this is my first time of coming or visiting NTA, like my colleagues have rightly said, that we have visited some agency, some television stations, and we see the place, the small buildings they make use for their transmission and other activities. But having opportunity to have this kind of edifice, to me, I will say that with the meagre allocations that are coming to you and the budgetary allocation of it, it will be difficult for you to maintain this edifice. But seeing what you have been able to do so far shows that you really manage the little that was being given to you. But I will look at it from a business perspective. One, the IGR, the revenue generation from the IGR, considering the area of coverage, because to me, you are well represented nearly the 36 states, including the federal capital, even to the nooks and crannies of this country. You are the one that has the most coverage of the entire areas. And I believe this is supposed to be an opportunity and added advantage to you, for you to be able to use this your wide coverage to increase your IGR. Looking at what you have in 2023, though the one of 2024 we are yet to even sit on it, so the approved one is still in contest as far as I am concerned. But we are yet to sit on the IGR at the committee level to really approve a certain amount, which we are still going to communicate to you in that regards. If you look at what you have in 2023, you were having 3.9 billion, while in 2024, your projection is coming to 4.027 billion. To me, looking at the inflationary rate in the country and the rate of exchange rate, I know that you are not charging in foreign currency, you are charging in Nigeria, and the cost of running your activities and the rest, cost of diesel and the rest. I believe this IGR is supposed to be double of what we have in 2023. So that is one of my concerns. and also the personnel, we realize that everything is 100% performance in 2023 budget. So that means nobody left the system, nobody resigned, nobody died. We don't pray for any evil thing to happen. But all these things are variables that can make things not to be, such thing not to be 100%. So I want us to look into that. And also the nominal roles too. I will like the DG to furnish such to the committee so that maybe in our next meeting we can look into that. Then the area of free services, as far as I'm concerned, I will totally disagree with that. Like what my colleagues mentioned, if we look at the budget of all the MDAs on information, communication, and the rest is running to 30-something or 40 billion. Yeah. Even in 2024 budgeted, I'm not talking about that, talking 2023. So, with that, there shouldn't be any free service to any agency. There should be communication. Any agency that is inviting you to cover their program, there should be a kind of correspondence to that effect. Let them know. You buy diesel, you buy petrol and the rest to move your vehicle down and your personnel that are going to work. So, please, I want us to look into this area. The other day I was with the minister. I even brought up this issue with him, that such is not acceptable. We need to look into that. You still have a lot of work to do here. You need funds to do that. Then the issue of solar also, fine. You say you have making some solar supply into this place, that some of the things we enjoy now being powered by solar. And we equally like a situation whereby such will be replicated in all your state branches. So let's do that. And this is what part of what we are still going to take up. We too, we are trying, myself and my Senate counterpart, we want to meet the budget minister to equally table our case in case of the coming budget and also the supplementary that is coming. Let our ministry be adequately be taken care of, because you are the eyes of government, you are the mouthpiece of the government, you are the one that are to disseminate or communicate the whatever policies and activities of government to the populace. The other private stations, they are out there to make their profit. But it is you that can really dish out the original and the raw information that people needed to know and hear. So we will look into that aspect. We are going to meet the minister for the budget and our own information minister also. We equally discuss that. So this solar issue, I want us to look at it more seriously, maybe in 2025 budget. Let it be maybe something that will take the larger part of the budget. I mean our capital budget. Because cost of running diesel, like when we had a discussion the other day, is killing even private business, not to talk of government enterprise. So we needed to look into that to reduce the cost of running the diesel. Then the capital implementation for 2024, I see like this, okay, it's a recitation of NTA Dambata. There are 200 million here. That's the 2024
Yes,
proposal.
that is constituency project. Constituency project.
Okay, not.
Yes, sir.
Then we equally plan to visit the state. We equally plan to visit the state stations. The committee we have a plan of dividing ourselves into geopolitical zones. So whenever I want to do that, we'll communicate to you so you can inform your state general manager, I don't know, maybe state manager or teacher or directors. So let them receive our people and let them see what have been happening there to address any intervention or any area. We are only doing that to see where we can come in. We want to have on-point assessment to really know what are the needs of our people, of the agencies under the jurisdiction. And if you are going for such a visit, it will involve you, the FRCN, and other of our agencies that is having branches in all those states. So we are going to visit all of them at a time. So that's what we plan. So we go to southwest, southeast, north central, and the rest. So these are part of what we have itemized to carry out this year. So we'll go with these books. I think we've almost do justice to the whole thing. If there's any observation, maybe something we may just call on phone to get a clearance or more explanation on it. So thank you once again. All the teams too. We cannot do it alone if you are not supporting. So please, whenever I want to come, want to see everywhere more developed than the way we see it today. You have tried. You are doing a very great job, and we equally expect more things to be done in our next visit. May Allah and God Almighty continue to be with each and every one of us. Thank you.